Hello everybody. So in today's video, I got a bunch of fresh peaches and I thought it would be awesome to make peach cobbler with fresh peaches. And that's what we're going to have for dessert tonight. So that's what we're doing in today's video. Okay, so I just put a pot of water on the stove to start boiling so we can blanch the skins off of our peaches. So while that is getting hot and boiling, how about we start making the cobbler topping? Okay, our water's already almost hot, so we're gonna do this. Doesn't take very long, so we're just gonna do this. So I only got 4 peaches. I just noticed in the recipe it says 8. I had planned to half this recipe, but I'm looking at the measurements for the topping and I don't think I'm going to. So I'm going to see how much this makes, and if it's not enough peaches, I'm going to add some canned peaches. So I have a backup plan. So let's get ready with the topping. The water looks like it's pretty much ready here. Okay, so we need 1 cup of flour. This is for the cobbler topping. We need about 3/4 of a cup of sugar, regular sugar. Seems like a lot of sugar. About there. Oh, I forgot the baking powder. And we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Just open a nice fresh container here. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This part surprised me that this doesn't go with the peaches. It actually goes in the topping, which was weird to me. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. 1/4 of a teaspoon. Such a nice day here. Nice and sunny. Finally feels like summer here almost. A pinch of salt. Give me a little bit more. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'll give it a little bit extra there. And 1/2 cup of melted butter. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. So I already melted the butter. Just going to put that right in. This is supposed to resemble the texture of cookie batter. So let's mix that up. Okay, now let's finish and go blanch the peaches. This is the texture. It's like a crumbly texture. I will link the recipe to this in the description box. Okay, so for those of you who have never blanched peaches before, it's super simple. You just boil some water and you put your peaches in, and you only have to put them in usually for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, sometimes not even that, depending on how ripe they are. And the skins start falling right off of them. So I have a bowl here ready to put them in. I'll give you a look. So you don't want to cook the peaches, you just want to blanch them just enough for the skins to start getting soft, so they come right off. So I'll show you what it looks like when they get to that stage. Okay, so they're starting to get to that stage. You see how the skin's starting to come off? That's perfect. So let's take them out. And then we can put them in some cold water and we'll peel them right away. I probably should have had a bottle of cold water here, but it's okay, a bowl. So I did go ahead and put them in some cold water here. So I'm going to show you how easy these come off. You just go like this and lightly spread it, and they should come right off like that. Fairly simple, yeah. Just do not put them in the hot water for too long. Your peaches will go mushy. So I have my oven preheating right now to 350. You're going to hear it beep in a couple minutes. Well, actually it plays music, but yeah. See, they come right off. I did pull out a can of peaches. I have a feeling I'm going to need them, but we'll see. I wish I had bought more peaches, but I didn't. For some reason I figured 4 would have been enough, but okay. Just want to take these out of the water so I'm not, they are quite slippery, so be careful. Okay, let me get a towel. Okay, so I did lightly spray the pan that we're going to put this in. So all I'm going to do is cut these into slices. Like that. See how it's starting to slowly? My peaches were a bit ripe. That's okay though, it's all going to taste delicious. And I think the fact that it's going to have fresh peaches is going to be even better. Take off that brown spot. I had considered maybe mixing a different kind of fruit, like strawberries or maybe even blueberries into this, but I haven't made a peach dessert, just purely peach dessert, in a little while, so I really wanted to make it just peaches. I have been thinking about making a peach jelly roll. I have never made a jelly roll. I attempted it once, like a long time ago. I made one with my grandmother. My grandmother was making it, so I helped, but I've never done it by myself. So I was thinking about attempting it soon. I have a few birthdays coming up, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try making it for that. Depends on what the person wants for their birthday. The core is coming apart, so I'm trying to take the core out. It's falling apart. There we go. A couple more. Yeah, I probably should have bought in closer to 8 peaches, but it's okay. I'm trying to be super careful right now. These knives that I got for Christmas are so sharp. I have cut myself probably 3 times on them already. My daughter sliced her thumb open on them. My fiance cut himself open on them. They're very sharp. So I'm attempting to make sure I don't cut myself here. Oh, I just mangled that piece. I think this is going to be delicious. I have never tried this specific recipe. My oven's preheated. So I'm excited to try this new one. I do have a regular one that I use, but I've only ever made apple and blueberry, so I've never made really a peach one before. So I think this will be really good. Very spring summery feeling. My son wants to cook dinner tonight, so I figured I'd make the dessert. Okay, let me rinse my hands off and then we'll do the next step. Okay, so I think I am going to use a little bit of the peaches here, but for these ones, these fresh ones, I think I'm going to add about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of flour to this, just so that the juice from the peaches thickens a bit and doesn't make the topping soggy. So I think that's good. So I'm going to mix that together. You can use cornstarch too, it says in the recipe. Like I was saying, I'll link the recipe in the description box. Probably should have put on an apron. Okay, so I'm going to put these ones right in the bottom. And then I've got a can of sliced peaches here. And I'm going to do the juice as well. I was going to add a little bit of water to this for the juice, but this has enough, and with the flour I just put in, it should thicken the sauce. Just mix that together. Okay, now let's put the topping on. Actually, I almost forgot, because we were using fresh peaches, we were supposed to put some sugar in this, but I did use the canned peaches, so I think it says 2 tablespoons of sugar. So instead of the 2 tablespoons, I think I'm just going to use 1, just for the fresh ones. Mix that up. Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay, and then we're going to take our topping and we're supposed to just crumble it on top. So, in bigger chunks like this, it says in the recipe. Like this. And then later, once this comes out of the oven, we're going to serve it with some vanilla ice cream, and I think that'll be delicious. This smells so good. Wish you could smell this. The cinnamon and the nutmeg. There we go. Put the rest on. There we go. Perfect dish for this. Give you a close-up. Look at the crumbles. Looks good, right? Okay, so I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees for 25 to 35 minutes, and I'll show you when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so I just took the dessert out of the oven. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's still nice and bubbly. It's got some golden brown color to it. It smells delicious. Okay, so dinner isn't quite ready yet, but once I dish this up, I will show you what the inside looks like. Okay, so I've let this sit for a while. We wanted to let it rest for at least 15 minutes. So let's dish some out. That looks nice. Probably could have added another tablespoon of flour, but overall it looks really good. So this is what it looks like. So let's taste it. Okay. Okay, let's taste it. The sauce is a little bit runnier than I'd like, but I think next time I'll just add another tablespoon of flour. I'm going to taste a piece with the fresh peaches here. The flavor of the topping is really good. It actually seeps down into the peaches. So earlier when I said that it confused me a little bit why there wasn't some seasoning in the peaches, makes sense now. It's good. I think I would also maybe add another little bit of sugar to the peaches, but Probably should have added the full 2 tablespoons, but I figured because there was syrup in the canned peaches, it would be better. But so I'm going to taste a little bit more of the topping here. That's really good. The topping is delicious. It's got like a fluffy texture. Let me show you here. Can you see the fluffy texture? It's actually really delicious. So I think I'm going to go and get a scoop of vanilla ice cream to go with this. So it's still nice and really hot, and it'll go perfect with this. So guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. And I want to thank all the new viewers. I hope you guys like the videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.